Hollywood loves a killer doll. Think about some of the great ones, like Fatz from Magic, Chucky of course, and add M3GAN to this list thanks to Blumhouse and Atomic Monster's modestly budgeted crowd pleaser, M3GAN. Directed by housebound director Gerard Johnstone with a camp vibe that makes it feel very much in the mode of producer James Wan's *Malignant*, M3GAN stars Allison Williams as a robotic genius named Gemma who works for a big toy company. She's the inventor of a pet substitute called perpetual pets that are all the rage, but she started getting knocked off by competitors, but no matter, she's onto something much bigger, a humanoid robot that acts as a constant companion to their child owners. She finds a great test subject in her niece, Violet McGraw's Katie, whose parents just died in an auto wreck. Unable and unwilling to be a parent, at least at first, she gives the child M3GAN, and soon they become inseparable enough pals that her boss realizes they've got a revolutionary piece of AI on their hands, but there's a problem. Gemma has no idea the tech she's unlocked, and soon M3GAN develops a mind of her own. Now, here's the thing about this movie. It's deliberately campy. If you're going in expecting a legit horror movie, you're probably going to be disappointed. While it has a ton of carnage, I'd say it all weighs more towards the action thriller side of the equation than horror, with the film playing out a lot like Child's Play meets The Terminator, albeit at a fraction of the cost. At a rumored $12 million budget, Blumhouse has really stretched the budget to make M3GAN look like it costs a whole lot more, and it doesn't suffer from the cheap look common with other Blumhouse titles like the dire Firestarter remake. M3GAN is a real movie. For the most part, this is a top-shelf comedy thriller with M3GAN a fun creation. She's played by a combination of Amy Donald, performing the movement, and Jenna Davis, performing the voice, and she could well become a genre icon. If the movie does as well as Universal seems to think it will, you haven't seen the last of M3GAN. My only issue with M3GAN, of course, is that the doll is so creepy, it's hard to believe that any parents would ever drop $10K on her as a doll for their child. However, the film does have a smart script by Akela Cooper, which addresses the fact that toys like this could indeed become addictive to kids, and that these techno-based toys, which are already out there, are already acting like de facto babysitters. So one day will we get a toy that becomes a surrogate parent? Stranger things have happened. These ideas, of course, run secondary to the fun aspect of the movie, which is all the killing, and Williams once again shows promise as a scream queen, following her turns in Get Out and the underrated Netflix movie The Perfection. Her Gemma is believably focused, and the evolution into a caring parent isn't done in a saccharine way. At times, this almost plays like a horror movie version of Baby Boom, which I mean as a compliment, because who doesn't love Baby Boom? Violet McGraw is also quite likable as the traumatized Katie, and you buy her emotional involvement with M3GAN. If I have any major complaints, it's that it takes a little too long for the carnage to kick in, with M3GAN not making her first kill until quite a lot of time has passed. The movie also suffers from a watered-down PG-13 rating, which undercuts the climatic massacre set piece, which could have been a classic had there been more gore. Considering the budget, one wishes that Universal had just allowed the director to go all out, especially given as the film apparently was originally shot as an R-rated movie, only for reshoots to tone it down. It all comes to a predictable but very pleasing end, and Johnston shows a solid sense of humor with M3GAN herself performing some unique song selections, such as Sia's Titanium and the 80s classic Toy Soldier by Martika. All in all though, M3GAN adds up to a really fun time at the movies, and seems like a surefire franchise starter for Blumhouse. Hopefully next time they'll kick in a couple more buckets of blood, because that's what this movie was really crying out for. That said, I had a lot of fun with M3GAN, and I give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Focus, oh, we will.